Cause she might disappear, saw that?
You know, I'm, you know, it's,
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
that a lot.
okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings star Awkwafina apologizes for using AAVE as a non-black POC and quits Twitter. Well, how long do you think it'll be before, white guys are blamed for Awkwafina quitting Twitter over her use of her Blaccent? This shit is hilarious. These fucking idiots can't help but devour their own. This is... Oh my god, Awkwafina was speaking of phonics. I'm like totally like appropriate culture as a non-black POC. I mean, let's be honest, as far as college admission standards in this country go, we know that they treat Asians like they're white adjacent because of the proliferation of Asians in American universities from overseas. The universities needed a better way to be racist against Asians, so they started designating them as white adjacent as far as admissions go, so they could get in more actual POCs that check the boxes that they wanted to check in terms of their inclusivity and diversity and inclusion standards for on campus. So let's make sure we check boxes before we let the best students in. And the fact that when my cousins lived in, Beijing? When they lived in Beijing for a couple years, they all went to school like almost 365 days a year, and the education system over there was, vastly superior at the time. We're talking, 15 years ago. And I don't imagine it's changed much now, other than they probably instilled some more communism in there. But nevertheless, Nora Awkwafina, her Blaccent. Let's talk about it. This is from Spencer Bakuli. Yesterday, big shout out to Spencer. Gang over Bounding into Comics, providing us with great articles to cover for this. You know what to do. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll give you mine as we go through this article, as I always do, in my own style. You know it. Let's go. I might even use my Blaccent item. Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. So she got roasted for speaking Ebonics, I guess, and then quit Twitter. Her and Kelly Marie Tran gonna form a support group now. Is non-black POCs who've been chased off Twitter by the media. Not your average white man mad because they're in my Star Wars and my Marvel movies. Jesus. When the idiots devour their own, it's such a beautiful thing. In light of many accusations that she engaged in blackface for speaking and acting with black originating speech inflections throughout her career, comedian and Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings star, I'm going to call her a star in Legend of the Ten Rings, is a fucking stretch of Stretch Armstrong's monumental proportions.
Oh man, and his arms stretch out to next week.
Awkwafina has issued both an apology to those who felt offended and announced her retirement from Twitter. Oh no, the pancake-ass talentless fuck is leaving Twitter. How will we ever survive? Now if we could only get Simu Liu to quit Marvel because he's just a fucking douchebag. Such accusations have been leveled against Awkwafina, the in-your-face and from-the-streets stage ego of performer Nora Lum. Since she first gained viral attention in 2012 for her rapping of a self-parody written of the Mickey Avalon song, My Dick, aptly titled My Vag. So she's basically Asian Amy Schumer. As her career continued to grow, thanks to prominent appearances in Hollywood films such as the all-female remake of Ocean's 8, that was fucking terrible, and the smash hit Crazy Rich Asians, never seen it, criticisms of her use of what is popularly referred to as African-American vernacular. Just fucking say Ebonics, and they'll be like, oh my god, geez, that's racist. Because that's what it's basically called, okay? This African-American vernacular English, eventually culminating in a number of outraged think pieces published in both the lead-up to Shang-Chi's premiere and the aftermath of her nomination for an NAACP Image Award. Oh my God.
You've got to do better.
Maybe it's the fact that I was streaming until after 2 o'clock in the morning last night and I'm extremely tired, or the fact that this is absolutely ridiculous, or an amalgamation of both. This whole situation could have been averted by people not being so fragile about the way somebody speaks. Like, who fucking cares? Like, really, who fucking cares? I mean, it's stupid. This is so stupid. This whole thing, like I said, this is throwing vipers in a pit and watching them just snipe each other off. Despite maintaining a relative silence on the issue in recent months, can we just call her Nora? Because the name Awkwafina is fucking stupid. Nora took to Twitter on February 5th for the first time in 2 years to address the outrage against her, opening a lengthy statement with the declaration that there is a socio-political context to everything, especially the historical context of the African American community in this country. It is a group that is disproportionately affected by institutionalized policies and law enforcement policies. All the while having historically and routinely seen their culture stolen, exploited, and appropriated by the dominant culture for monetary gain without acknowledgement nor respect for where those roots come from. The pioneers of its beginnings and artists that perfected and mastered the craft, she continued. My head hurts from all this stupidity at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, I can't with these people. I can't. Shut up, Nora. You're fucking stupid. You're apologizing for acting. Like, this is it right here. You're acting and you're apologizing for it. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. I love to see adult pretenders have to apologize for pretending. It's amazing. It's a problem we still see today, though some may pass it off as a convoluted mixture of the internet TikTok slang generation that liberally use AAVE to add that hip-hop, a genre of music that is ubiquitous and beloved across the country, has now anchored itself as a mainstream genre in music history, said the comedian turned actress. Calling her a comedian, again, that's a stretch. Because comedian, comedy, that denotes that there's some humor or something funny about the person. And the only thing funny about her is the fact that people actually find her talented. She added, and in life, linguistic acculturation, immigrant acculturation, and the inevitable passage of globalized internet slang all play a factor in the fine line between offense and pop culture.
You get your bitch ass back in the kitchen and make me some pie!
But as a non-black POCs, I stand by the facts that I always listen and work tirelessly to understand the history and context of AAVE. Bitch, don't lie.
Liar!
What is deemed appropriate or backwards to towards the progress of any and every marginalized group sees, she then declared. But I must emphasize, to mock, belittle, or be unkind in any way possible at the expense of others is simply not my nature.
Sure, Jan.
It never has, and it never was. Alright, so the way she did that there is simply not my nature. First letter capitalized, period. You know this bitch was sitting there going, like, clapping her hands. Like, not my nature. And then she was like, oh shit, I just appropriated angry black women clapping their hands when they talk. Further, Awkwafina explained, my immigrant background allowed me to carve an American identity off the movies and TV shows I watched, the children I went to public school with, and my undying love and respect for hip-hop. Holy fucking shit, this bitch is literally... Like, I don't know how many times I've said this bitch is retarded in this video, but like... And I don't mean that to disparage people with actual mental, handicaps. I mean this bitch is stupid. I think as a group, Asian Americans are still trying to figure out what the journey means for them, what is correct and where they don't belong, she opined. And though I'm still learning and doing that personal work, I know for sure I want to spend the rest of my career doing nothing but uplifting our communities. Hey, come on, Bounding, you gotta do better with these fucking pop-ups. Like, what the fuck? We do this first by failing, learning, acknowledging, hearing, and empathizing, she concluded, and I will continue tirelessly to do just that. This is the most disingenuous, fucking ridiculous, bitch-made apology I've ever heard. Alright, so here's what happened. Let me summarize this entire fucking situation. Awkwafina has no talent. Awkwafina is not funny. She's not smart. So, well, she's kind of smart, but in the grifter kind of way. So what she did was, what I see, I could draw a lot of comparisons to some fucking YouTubers, but I don't want to get canceled over my opinion. But no, she did what grifters have been doing since the beginning of time. She saw something, she glommed onto it, became it, and then it was like, oh shit, she got called out for it. So here we are. Awkwafina is now like, I have to have my publicist write this pathetic fucking apology for me. This disingenuous, clearly canned apology. I love that when people are like, I promise that I will work tirelessly to repair the damage that my inconsiderate behavior has done to this community. No, you won't. No, you won't. If you could say exactly what you thought, she would have been like, bitch, I did it. And if I wouldn't have got caught, I'd fucking do it again. Ha ha ha. That's exactly what she wants to say. Because she's made money off of it. She's parlayed that into a career, which, like I said, she's not funny. I mean, look, I'm sorry. You have to have some redeeming qualities about you. Like, and calling her a movie star is fucking hilarious because Shang-Chi, one of the worst fucking Marvel movies I have ever fucking seen. Like I said, I'm not even going to try to monetize this fucking video because I've said fuck 7 times in the last 20 seconds. But I literally fell asleep in the theater and somebody asked me, well, you didn't go to see the same movie I did, or maybe you're just racist. I'm like, oh my God. Is it possible to think a movie is shit because it's shit? Oh, why did they greenlight a sequel? I don't know. Why do people buy Pet Rocks, you dumb motherfuckers? Because they were like watching TV like, well, my friends bought Pet Rocks, I should buy a Pet Rock. It was like, I review this bullshit, so I gotta go see it. Awkwafina was like, I gotta make money. I'm gonna act like a black rapper.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I will continue to work tirelessly to do just that. No, you won't. In a pair of follow-up tweets, she announced, well, I'll see you in a few years, Twitter, per my therapist. To my fans, thank you for continuing to love and support someone who wishes they could be a better person for you, she wrote. I apologize if I ever fell short in anything I did. You're in my heart, always. No, the only place you care about your fans is in your wallet, alright? Let's be honest. Like I said, you wouldn't have been making this bullshit apology if you didn't get called the fuck out for it. Like, it's ridiculous. It really is. However, in clarification, she ultimately wrote, I'm retiring from the ingrown toenail that is Twitter. Not retiring from anything else, even if I wanted to. And if I didn't drunkenly hit someone with a shoehorn and now escaping as a fugitive. Also am available on all other socials that don't tell you to kill yourself. Does she realize that people are just as savage on Instagram and all the other social media platforms as they are on Twitter? This just speaks to the faux importance that we as a society put on Twitter, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Awkwafina's ridiculously half-assed apology really speaks to the faux sincerity and the level of arrogance in Hollywood that they think and feel like they can make these ridiculous statements and people are just going to be like, oh yeah, that's fine. Reason she quit Twitter is not because she's atoning for her perceived wrongs and injustices and slights. No, she quit Twitter because she was going to get ratioed, or she was in the process of getting ratioed, getting dragged, and she was like, no, I can't do this. It's so bad for my mental state. That's why I laugh when these people are like, they bend the knee to a Twitter mob, and they're so oh, they were saying such horrible things to me on Twitter. Oh my god. You can just not go on there, right? I mean, I can't stress this enough. Don't apologize to these people. Don't apologize to them. Don't apologize to weirdos. Don't give them that power over you. And this kind of goes for Awkwafina as well. I'm not a fan of hers at all. I think she's an idiot. I think she's a grifter. I think she's talentless. Much like most of the other actors and actresses of her generation, she's not talented. She checks a box. That's why they put her in. But like I said, with college admission standards. Asians are white adjacent, so who knows? Now it's your turn. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Yes, I want you to opine. Let me know what you think. Now you can proceed with hitting that like button and sharing the video, which is always appreciated as it helps not only do that for me, but your other favorite content creators as well. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Let today be the day I earn your subscription. Yes, please, we appreciate all of you. Ding the bell for notifications so you know when we go live or upload another video like this. That's it, gang. I'm out of here. Until next time, I'm Temple, Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. And remember,
it's better to burn out than to fade away.